How you doing? This is Black Shy Guy here. Welcome once again to another episode in Shy Town. This may be a podcast as well, but I don't know. I'll think about it because the video is not gonna even be that long. This is my take on the Flash, with which I have just seen today. But before I continue, make sure you hit the like button. Also subscribe. And as always, I thank you for sitting at my table. Also, check out my podcast, which is available in any podcast listening station. Now, for the Flash, I'm going to tell you, this movie was amazing. This movie was amazing. For no minute or second in the movie was I bored. I was not bored whatsoever. The movie is actually 2 hours and 5 minutes, I believe, and I didn't feel it at all. Every second of that movie was an anticipation for what happens next. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Now, let me begin, okay? That was my phone, and I fully apologize. Let me begin with Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's performance, despite what he's gone through. Jesus, my phone is just on an epic battle with my with my ability to but anyway, before I continue, let me start with Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller in this movie was amazing. Amazing. Despite what he has taken us through with all his tantrums, all his ordeals, all his drama that's been going on out there, he has performed astronomically good in this film. His performance, all the emotional trauma he had to perform within the movie, and also what makes me think also is the fact that he had to perform all those emotional traumas that the character was going through may have played a role in what has been happening to him in real life. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. But there's a high possibility that what has transpired with Ezra Miller, on top of the person in his life that passed away, may have added to all the turmoil. And I'm not going to lie, everything has passed. He apologized for it. I think we should move on because I really want him to be our Flash. Because he is an amazing actor. That you cannot take away from him. Despite everything he has done, he is an amazing actor, and his performance in this movie has really showed what he could do. And for him to carry on the franchise in some other multiverse that James Gunn, I hope that he's planning to do, will pave the way for a new DC that can be promising. And I know, everybody's like, leave DC alone. Is in the dumpster fire already. We should not even tolerate it no more. Listen, I'm not giving up yet. Not after I've seen this film, okay? Because let's move away from Ezra Miller right now. Because I am really, really intrigued and was mind blown by the performance of Sasha Calle as Supergirl. I want her also to be the Supergirl in the new multiverse if James Gunn proceeds with whatever he's thinking about doing with the DC. She had exactly the personality of the Supergirl in the comics. If you read the comics, Supergirl, in a way, did not care for the humans right away. She needed convincing. And the fact that they added this in the movie, and I don't want to say anything further other than that because I don't want any spoilers for people who did not watch the film. I'm just trying to spread the word. Basically, I want this film to succeed because I want it to succeed through word of mouth, because obviously so far right now the film was projected to make 70 million and I want it to make over 100 million. So if you haven't seen the film, trust me, you're not wasting your money. And one more thing, go watch it on IMAX. Go watch it on IMAX. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. And if you are, come back to me, all right? And say, hey, Shy Guy, I'm disappointed. You got to give me some money, something. You know what I mean? But anyway, she was amazing as Supergirl. The little scenes that she had, which ended up not being a little, you know what I mean? It was a decent amount. She took over the screen. And the second entrance that she made in the film was also breathtaking. The sun, the way it bounced off her, the way she looked in the suit was perfect. I just really want her to have her own movie because I really think that they can take it far. And obviously, it will be in the new multiverse, so obviously, Superman will still be around. But the fact that Supergirl now will come to Earth, obviously, as the protector of Clark, but this time around, it will be a little bit different. And I almost spilled something there. It will just be a little bit different. You will be surprised. So, enough about Supergirl. I mean, because I think I have a woman crush on Sasha. She's just amazing. But it was also fun seeing Zod. Zod, that guy as Zod is amazing. I like him as the villain. I just wanted Leona to talk. Leona showed up as well, and I didn't like the fact that her character looked kind of CGI throughout the whole ordeal. I really wish that she spoke the way she spoke in Man of Steel. She didn't in this film. She just appeared and she was beating shit up, breaking things down like she did in the Man of Steel, but she didn't speak, and that was kind of disappointing for me. But other than that, this is another thing I'm going to say about the movie. And once again, it's not going to be any spoilers. This is about the Batman debate, okay? This is about the Batman debate. Me and Drano, for those who follow me and those who listen to my podcast, everybody knows Drano. He's the one that guest stars and appears on my podcast from time to time. And we had a discussion about the whole ordeal and revolving around who was the best Batman. Listen, Michael Keaton performed great in this movie. His scenes obviously was not him. Obviously, some scenes were CGI'd, and obviously it had to have a stuntman doing some of the moves. I don't think it was Michael Keaton doing all of that stuff. But despite the fact, it was his Batman performing it nonetheless. And Michael Keaton in this movie, to me, has regained the second spot as being the best Batman ever. And listen, do not kill me, okay? Let me explain really quick because, once again, I do not want this to be a long video. Michael Keaton performed pretty well, but I still think Ben Affleck is the closest to being the Batman that we needed. Unfortunately, Ben Affleck is not going to be Batman no longer. But Robert Pattinson took over the cape and cowl. And Robert Pattinson, in his first movie, blew everybody away, blew me away. Obviously, Robert Pattinson has the chance to take the throne of being the best cape and cowl. But I think he will need at least 2 more movies. I know people are going to say, no, it's Michael Keaton. You're crazy, or whatever. Some people may even be disrespectful. But hold your tongue, okay? The reason I believe a lot of people love Michael Keaton and want him to be the king of the cape and cowl is because he was the original. And that's highly respected by everyone. I respect Michael Keaton. He was the original. High respects to him all the way. But his movement in the original films was not great. And I know everybody's going to say, well, the technology wasn't there. I understand that. But nonetheless, his Bruce Wayne always was atrocious. I always hated his Bruce Wayne. His Bruce Wayne was bad. To me, the one who has the best Bruce Wayne is still Christian Bale. Christian Bale still has the best Bruce Wayne ever. Ever. Second is Ben Affleck. Period. Let's not even take it there. The best Batman, the one who looks better in the suit, I have to admit, was once again Ben Affleck. Looked better than everybody in the suit. And the ferocity of his Batman was closer to the comics than the other two. Simple as that. I know Michael Keaton had how many movies? About 2 movies. Ben Affleck had about 2.5 movies. So, us judging the Batmans between Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck is much more reasonable. Christian Bale had 3 movies. I mean, to me, he had 2 because the third one was atrocious. It was a bad movie. It was a nice send-off in the end, but it was such a bad movie. I did not like that movie whatsoever. Part 1 was decent. Part 2 was amazing, obviously, with the help of the Joker and Heath Ledger's performance. But nonetheless, he had, to me, 2.5 movies, and his performance as the Batman was good. But the performance in Part 3 was really a letdown. The fact that he lost to Bane in the first and the way he defeated him, nowhere as depicted the way the comics was. It just was highly disappointing. It was highly disappointing. Michael Keaton so far to me holds the number 2 spot. Ben Affleck, number 1 spot. Number 3 spot obviously goes to Christian Bale. Number 4 spot, I don't know. I can't put Robert Pattinson in a spot as of yet because he was such an amazing Batman. I can easily put him right next to Michael Keaton, honestly. But he doesn't have enough movies. His resume is not as long. So I really wish and hope that Robert Pattinson's next 1 or 2 movies will be as mind-blowing as the first one. And to me, if it is, I'm telling you, he could shoot up to number 1. He could shoot up to number 1 because Robert Pattinson, Batman was amazing. And you can't tell me it wasn't. You can't tell me it wasn't. Get off the nostalgia of Michael Keaton. Get off the nostalgia. Remove the nostalgia. Now look at the performance. Do you still believe he is the best Batman? The way he looks in the cape and cowl, the way he performs as Batman, his physicality, and his performance as Bruce Wayne. Do you really honestly give him the number 1 king of the throne of the cape and cowl? I think not. I give it to Ben Affleck as of now because I really think Robert Pattinson is coming for the throne. So let's continue. And about the rest of the movie, the story was amazing. The writing was amazing. The antagonist in the end, when you find out who's really the antagonist behind this whole thing, it mind blows the hell out of you. I'm telling you, mind blows the fuck out of you. I'm telling you, I was mind blown. I was mind fucked. Okay, excuse the language, but it was good. The movie, to me, all around, I give the movie a 9 out of 10. There's no way this movie underperformed. It actually overperformed because I didn't have high expectations for this film, but it surprised me and it did well. The one who explained it really, really good. I really recommend you guys watch her channel. Was Grace Randolph. I loved her breakdown of the whole movie. She's amazing. She's amazing at what she does. I really recommend you guys go to her channel. She's just really good to listen to. She knows how to break it down, and I really don't see anyone in the game that does it as good as her so far. And nobody does it as well as she does. The way she breaks it down, her conclusion to everything, and the possibilities of where the project may go in the near future. Grace Randolph is the best in explaining all of that. But anyway, this is Black Shy Guy. You already got my thoughts on the movie. The movie's a perfect 10. Sasha, you're my Supergirl. I have a crush on you. I hope I see you one day. And as always, I thank you for sitting at my table. Make sure you hit the like button. The like button is not poison, guys. The like button is not going to kill you if you hit it, okay? Hit the like button. It supports the channel. It really helps me out. And as always, thank you for sitting at my table. This is Black Shy Guy. I'm out of here. Peace!
Arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of a suicidal maniac.